não esqueço essa grande equipa da Volleyball TV que esteve connosco nos primeiros dias. O Daniel Silva, Leopardo, Jéssica Silva, Rafael Pimenta, Cláudio Costa, Paulo Silva, João Soares, Sara Campos e Lara Sousa. Claro que sim, também a grande equipa de produção da Sport TV, todos eles aqui a fazerem para que as imagens deste espetáculo do Espinho Open Active Bank cheguem lá a casa.
Welcome to Portugal. Welcome to Espinho. The four-star Espinho Open is yet another stop on the FIVB World Tour. The 399th for men in the history of this tour. Let's have a look at the town of Espinho. Very much old and new in Espinho, from the modernity of beach volleyball. It's blaring music, it's fun, and it's frivolity to the traditions of the local fishermen's villages just down the beach from where we are now. And the stands are packed, the beaches are packed. It's a glorious Sunday afternoon. The wind has rather changed direction, but the sun is continuing to blaze down here on the Atlantic coast. And we now have the men's final, the last game of this competition here in Espinho. 800 tour ranking points up for grabs to the winning team, and it is Guto and Ricardo. Young and old. Ricardo, if he wins today, will be the oldest player in the history of the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour to claim gold. Up against him, Schmedins and that man Samilovs. Schmedins in the cap, Samilovs with the longer hair and the headband on. They are a formidable partnership. It is only their first gold medal game of 2017-18, the fourth attempt of trying in a final for the weather. 25 degrees C. Look at the sand temperature, 36 degrees C. Well, the players are going to feel that on their toes and the soles of their feet. It is very, very warm indeed. The referees being introduced to the crowd. Rick Beattie, Julian Brussels are the two referees. Rick Beattie from the USA, Julian Brussels from France. And now being introduced to the crowd, the two teams. This a new team. This man is definitely not new. He's been around for years, Ricardo Santos. Three-time Olympic medalist. 2000 he won silver, 2004 in Athens he won gold, 2008 in Beijing he won the bronze. And alongside him, the son of former player Big, 24 years of age, Gustavo Valles. Albrecht, an exciting youngster. 2013 World Cup MVP at under 21 level. He won the gold medal with Alison. Yanis Smedins, a whole host of accolades, but most importantly and most recently, alongside Alexander Samolov's, bronze medalist in Warsaw last week. Here is the Lion King. He is a fun, exciting, exuberant and sometimes temperamental character, but definitely a character that the World Tour needs and thrives with. Smedins and Samolovs have not had the easiest of seasons, despite currently sitting in equal third. 3 losing semi-finals this season before today. Now they find themselves in a final. This is a team who together have done it all at the top level on the FIVB World Tour. Winners of the tour in 2013, 14 and 16. Team of the year in those years as well. Now Samolovs over the top. Guto keeps it alive. And the first point goes the way of the Brazilian pair. And what the Latvians need to be very aware of is the qualities of Guto, coping with that alongside how bruising and boss-like Ricardo can be at the net. He really was superb in the semi-final against Evandro. Evandro 4 inches taller than Ricardo, but had no answer for the experience and the guile of the big man. That one sneaks through. Goes the way of Samolovs and Smedins. Again, as happened earlier, Ricardo assisting the referees. Ricardo into Samolovs, took some pace off it, which I think surprised Samolovs rather. It's going to be an exciting one, this final. I hope you've enjoyed the action from Espinho. We've enjoyed bringing it to you. Superb weather here in Portugal. There are far worse places to be. Ricardo ball on the chest. Smedins wins the point. Smedins' hand assisted Samolovs, who then just sends the ball onto the baseline. The Latvian pairing into a 3-2 lead. They need to mix it up today. There are not many teams in the world that can mix it up like Smedins and Samolovs when they get going. Out goes Samolov's serve. All heads needed though. Ricardo not approvingly. I think at the serve, I think he was suggesting it was a good try. Guto, youngster. These two, of course, qualified. We'll have to qualify again in Gstaad next week. It would be, if they win today, just the 22nd team in history to come through qualifying and then win the competition as well. Ricardo into the block of Samolovs for 4 apiece. Ricardo's list of accolades makes Samolov's and Smeding's accomplishments pale into insignificance, and I'm not being unkind to this fantastic Latvian pair there. Ricardo has been an absolute giant on the World Tour over the years. These Latvians equally, as a pairing, at times really have dominated. Ricardo, though, proving why he is here in his 7th final, going for a 6th gold here in Espinho. He's done it now with, this would be his 4th partner for 6 golds. Guto wrong-footed. Ricardo turns and, like a disappointed father, looks at him as if to say, why didn't you realise where they were going to put it? Smedin's left-handed. Ricardo can't get easier than that against the serve. Almost looks so nonchalant at times, Ricardo. Makes the game look so easy. Doesn't overcomplicate life. Smedin's Guto got hands to it. The ball, though, out of play. Power of Smedin's best hitter, 2013-14. Guto. Samolovs changes his hands, comes back, tries to dump the ball down past Ricardo, has a second opportunity. Ricardo one-handed, can't keep it alive. 8-6 now.
Estamos então agora com vantagem de 2 pontos, 8-6, no primeiro set da final do Espinho Open Active Bank.
Oh, Guto with the error, and what a run this is proving now for the Latvians. Samolovs. They're looking to pepper Guto with the serve. And Smedins gets the block as well to take the Latvians to double figures. 10-6. And the plan to pressurise Guto is working at the moment. He was the Brazilian Tour revelation of 2012-13 and 13-14. Timeout has been called. And the 24-year-old at the moment is finding it difficult here in his first final alongside Ricardo. He's finished first on the World Tour twice, but at the moment, against Samolovs and Smedins, Guto making errors. Brazilians sitting calmly. The fans lapping up the sun here. Samolovs will continue to serve. 4 points in a row on the serve from him. Can he carry on and take Latvia towards the first technical timeout of this final? They go for Ricardo, mixing it up this time. He comes back. And again, nonchalance seals the point.
Nesta altura, 10-7. Prepara para servir Guto, Brasil.
Guto. Reverse for Smedins. Oh, went all power. Ricardo delighted with Guto as he returns to celebrate. Back to just 2 the difference now. Schmedins. Guto, what acrobatics to keep it alive. Ricardo then with the error. 11-8. Oh, look at Guto in the Brazilian side of the court, working so hard. High dig from Ricardo. Guto overhits. Out it goes. Latvia 12-8. 1 more point to the technical timeout, and a point for Schmedins and co here would be the perfect start. Again, Guto's the man they go for. Schmedins over the top of Ricardo. Is it in? Yes, it is. Just about the touch. 13-8. Well, Schmedins, that was just about perfect. Oh, the Latvian pairing going to deny Ricardo the chance to become the oldest victor in FIVB Tour history today. It has been an exceptional effort of these two to get here, especially with how they performed in the semi-final. 20th seeds in the main draw, having come through qualifying. Only together now for 2 competitions. Started his career, Ricardo, 1995. Guto was just about 2 at the time. I don't have the exact date of that 1995 Open in Fortaleza, but if it was before August the 20th, Guto wasn't even 2. Out it goes. Nice big ball mark just behind the Brazilian baseline. 13-9 the score. Guto nearly kept it alive. Too much power in the ball. 14-9. Schmedins showing why he's a previous best hitter on tour. Guto gets it all wrong. And Ricardo just turns and says it's okay, these things happen. Must be pressure on Guto's shoulders to be playing with someone who's done so much and won so much. Ricardo seemingly mentoring the youngster in a calm manner. Samilovs. Ricardo got a touch. Guto couldn't get there. 16-9. Ricardo is thinking things through on his own at the moment. How can his team turn this round? Guto was working as hard as he could to get there. That time, the power was excellent from Guto. 16-10. Comes back to serve the Rio native. Ricardo Santos actually now resides in Orlando in Florida. Samilovs. Ricardo, tall, menacing at the net. Monster block. Schmedins high for Samilovs. Guto gets it back by any means necessary, and it works. And the Brazilians still have the chance. No, they don't now, because Schmedins has just broken through the defence. 17-11. And where the Evandro Vitor Felipe partnership were rather flat in the semi-final, and Ricardo took every opportunity to dominate that partnership. Here, Samolovs and Schmedins are dominating themselves. Samolovs ducks out the way at the last moment. And it's 18-11, the score. Schmedins playing together with Samolovs since 2013 now. Serves into the net. 12-18. Schmedins, it's his 17th final on the FIVB World Tour. Still, errors sneak in, as they would under pressure. Ricardo, then nothing Yanis Schmedins could do there. That was just brilliant defence. Absolutely beautiful. Schmedins will come up against far worse defenders than the brute that is Ricardo. Oh, could Samolovs have left that alone? He didn't. Guto into the netting. Ricardo is leaning against the net at the moment, wondering what went wrong. Samolovs serves again, looking for Guto on the serve. Samolov's chance to bring up set point. Guto, that was unbelievable from the 24-year-old. And then Schmedins, with Ricardo asleep, sneaks the ball home. And it is set point. Guto doesn't make eye contact with his partner. Deserves plaudits there for keeping it alive. Ricardo was the one there that made the error. Guto's sunglasses are in the sand. It's just slowing things down. And now, Samolovs for the set. Guto, Samolovs found that rather easy to defend against. Guto swings a boot. It doesn't work out. The Latvians take the first in comfortable style, actually. 21-13. Just about the perfect set from the Latvian pairing. Eight points the difference in the end. They rob to the first set. It's 1-0. At the moment, Ricardo's chances of becoming the oldest player in history to claim gold here in Espinho and win his 6th ever gold medal here in Espinho are quickly evaporating, because these two want Latvia's 2nd gold of the season and their first. What can Ricardo and Guto do to keep the game alive, to keep the final and the gold medal dreams alive? We'll wait to find out. The statistics, look at that, attacks 14-8 coming from the Latvian side of the net. A couple of blocks to 1 from the Brazilians. Join the conversation at FIVB Volleyball or hashtag FIVB.
grande festa. Uma salva de palmas para as cheerleaders. Vamos então para o segundo set desta final.
The players return to the heated sands of Espinho. The four-star open, the third four-star in a row. Strava, Warsaw, rather cooler affairs than here. Guto, right-hand side, somehow sneaks it through Samalovs and takes the first point. Excellent power. The net.
Brasil, para já na frente do segundo set.
Schmedins misses Ricardo.
Está nesta altura 2 pontos de
Makes it
vantagem
2-0.
para o Brasil. Serviço para Guto.
Samalovs over Ricardo. This time his left hand couldn't get there.
Esta resposta da Samalovs da Letónia. 2-1.
2-1. Second set. Guto. Schmedins tries to get in the way. The angle was absolutely perfect. Guto continues to try and push this Brazilian pairing towards a third Brazilian men's gold of the season. Samalovs off Ricardo. Guto somehow, what a set he's having at the moment. Guto, great response, but Samalov's angles then were all right. It's 3-2, Ricardo and Guto at the moment. Guto, no chance. Getting close once more, cleaning his glasses. Finally, Guto has his glasses back, ready and sandless. Ricardo. Well, you talk all you want about the exceptional placement of the big triple Olympian, but he wouldn't have been able to do anything without the pace and athleticism of his partner there. But just as we say that, the error on the service clatters the ball into the net. Guto walks away, looking annoyed. Ricardo has to just fill in part of the front court. The left-hand side of the net as the Brazilians looked. Samalovs splits it between the Brazilians. Ricardo picked it up and then uses the net to add the 5th point for Brazil, stealing the service back. Oh, Samalovs, this set not going the way the Latvians want it to. Samalovs into Ricardo. Ricardo's hands are all wrong. Looks at Guto with a shake of the head again. Guto comes back with the point. You have to feel he's got his work cut out. Ricardo makes everything look so natural and made the odd mistake today, but doesn't make many. Young Guto. Good start to this second set from him. Look at that once more. And then Ricardo puts it down. And the two Brazilians embrace in delight. That was a much better point from them. Real potential, these two. As a partnership, obviously, Ricardo has proved his potential. I'm not doubting that in the slightest. But as a partnership, Guto's pace, and just the sheer power and brutality of Ricardo, surely they can match any team in the world at the moment, can't they? 8-4 the score. Ricardo and Guto. Let's have a look at. Let's have a listen to the words of Ricardo.
Meio, diagonal em linha, você se mostra na diagonal para pegar o corredor, tá?
The announcer trying to get the crowd going. The Latvians need to get themselves going here. Guto serves into Schmedins. Schmedins just keeps the ball in. Eight-5. Over the top of Schmedins it goes that time. One straight back by the Brazilians as they change sides once more. Samalov's. Schmedins into Ricardo's stern block. Double figures for Brazil. 10-5. Again, Ricardo causing problems for the Latvians. Guto's hands, superb. And then Schmedins spiking through Guto, who just trudges away once more. Schmedins and Samalov's delighted with their work on that point. And Schmedins serves into Ricardo. Guto unleashes fury on Schmedins there with the spike.
Brasil claramente melhor no segundo set, 11-6, muito serviço.
Schmedins' right-hand side. Ricardo, was it on the line? Yes, it was. 6. The Brazilians are just keeping themselves just ahead at the moment. Ricardo dived, Guto had stepped in. Discussions ongoing between the Brazilians. Ricardo almost has a point to make every single time. You wonder how much of it for Guto becomes too much information. Too much to take in. Here is Ricardo. Out it goes.
Agora, 12-8, Brasil na frente.
Samalov's jump serve just pushing Ricardo to his left-hand side. Oh, well read by Samalov's there. Guto, right-hand side. Back it goes. And well, how was Guto meant to make that up? Technical timeout. The Latvians get a point back. 3 points down at the moment in the second set. But just an intelligent point, that one from Alexander Samalovs, the 33-year-old from Riga. 161st competition. He's finished first 11 times. Actually one more than his partner, Yanis Smedins, on the left-hand side with the straight peak cap. Looking for another gold between them. Their 10th as a partnership. Yanis Smedins, of course, won bronze in London in 2012. Martins Plavins. Talking's done from the technical timeout. Guto has to find his way around Ricardo. That rather put him off. Ricardo's head drops. Guto at times, I must admit, looks lost out there today, and I don't mean that in any way as an insult to him. He just almost at times looks, he's looking for reassurance from his partner, his experienced partner who's been there and done it, and he doesn't always get it. He's not playing badly, he's making the odd mistake, he's young. Just needs to keep going. Will come. He's a very talented lad. Ricardo serves into Smedins. Reverse dig. Smedins. No difficulty in picking up that point. And Latvia just 2 behind now. Smedins will create the attack for Samalovs. Ricardo says no. Smedins, the placement, exquisite there. Oh, that's going to bring Smedins into play. The ball was drifting. Ricardo can't get enough on it. Out of play it goes. Well, Ricardo was annoyed about something, but at the moment, Brazil need to be careful because Samalovs and Smedins have come racing back in here. Smedins once more, good blocking from him, and then it crunches past Samalov's left shoulder. And Ricardo and Guto, as they change sides once more, go 15-13 up in this second set, and they need the second set if they are to stand a chance of gold here in Espinho for the 6th time for Ricardo. And the first time as a partnership, the first time for Guto. The Latvians, Samalovs and Smedins, want to take this in straight sets. They've been out of the habit of victory this season. They don't particularly like that. They want their 10th ever FIVB World Tour victory.
Brasil na frente, 16-14, agora. Prepara o serviço, Guto. O número 2 do Brasil.
Samalovs, Guto at the net, gets the point. 17-14, how quickly momentum in beach volleyball can change. A pendulum. Guto and Ricardo have their tails up. Samalovs straight through Ricardo that time.
Com 17-15. Espetáculo esta final do Espinho Open na FIVB. Recordar que esta dupla do Brasil amanhã.
Guto, it wasn't the perfect dig, and Smedins seizes the opportunity. Back within one. I said it was a pendulum moments ago. The Brazilians were thinking they were racing away with the second set. And suddenly, timeout called. Smedins and Samalovs a point behind. If they take the second, they take the gold. Latvia get their second gold of the season, the first for this pairing. And importantly for Samalovs and Smedins, they would leap above Herrera and Gavira and Ramussen. Ahead of Gestad, Cantor and Loziak safely at the top of the table. The court is ready. The players about to come out onto it for what could be the deciding plays in this gold medal game, or will we go to 3 sets once more this weekend? Samalovs and Smedins, of course, went to 3 against Guto and Ricardo earlier in the competition in Pool D, and they came out victorious in 3. Guto through Smedins for 18-16. 21-15, 15-21, 17-15. Well, it bodes well for the Latvian pairing. They won the first set here as well. Samalovs into Guto. Ricardo not as quick as his partner. Change the sides. Smedins, what he would give for an ace here. What he would give for an ace here. It would bring the points back level. It would give Latvia every chance of closing out this gold medal game in 2. The ace doesn't happen. Smedins knows full well the power of Guto there. 19-17.
Brasil com essa vantagem de 2 pontos.
Guto. Smedins. Guto somehow gets it back over Samalovs. Oh, it's come back on his side of the net. Ricardo still live. Smedins, Ricardo's there in defence. It's over the top of Guto. Once more, Ricardo looks hugely disappointed in his partner. Simply whatever Guto does is wrong. Well, 19-18. And there's the 20th point, and now setting up set point for 1-1. and to take this gold medal game into a decider. Samalov's Guto keeps it live, comes back to finish the set. Can't do so this time. Samalov's though down the line. Guto swings his hand and ends up in the sand, thinking what could have been. But he covered a fair old distance. The Brazilians look tired to me at the moment. Tired and frustrated. The referee just goes over and speeds things along a little. Bit of gamesmanship from the Brazilian pairing. Schmedins now told Guto is ready for them to serve. And the point goes the Brazilians' way. It's the end of the set, 21-19. It's 1-1, and this is all still to play for. Samalovs and Schmedins didn't quite have enough in the second. Ricardo and Alexander Samalovs will now toss a coin for the third set, where we'll go to 15 to decide the champions here in Espinho. A topsy-turvy second set. In the end, though, the Brazilian pairing, the qualifiers, 20th seeds in the main draw, take it. It's 1-1 for the number 4 seeds from Latvia, the world number 3. We're going to have to go to 3 for the second time this week if they want to beat the Brazilians. No aces at all so far. 13 attacks from the Brazilians, 16 from the Latvians. 3 errors, plays 2. 4 blocks to none from Ricardo. And Guto, Gustavo Albrecht, join the conversation at FIVB Volleyball. So one more set here in Espinho to decide the gold medalists. Will we have a 6th gold medal and the oldest ever gold medalist on the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour? Or will we have the first time, the first gold for this famous pair from Latvia, Schmedins and Samalovs, in their 65th competition, their first gold this season, their 10th ever? Which way will the volleyball go in the final set? It's very warm on the sand. We saw well over 30 degrees on the sand. 21-13 in favour of the Latvians in the first. 21-19 in favour of the Brazilians in the second. And it's on the line from Schmedins. Guto took a risk. It didn't pay off that time. Guto thought he was going to get the whistle there from the referee for holding the ball. Took a long time over setting the ball. Got away with it. Schmedins off Ricardo. Now away from Guto. Gets a nod of approval from Ricardo. He's covering the block of Ricardo as he's scampered the wrong way. It's 2-2.
Eu quero dizer para já do terceiro set, 2-2, o resultado de estudo. Vamos lá, ninguém, escola.
Samalov's right hand. Now, the referee has given the point to the Latvian pairing. It means it's 3-2. So they change sides every 5, of course, in the third.
Depois de ter levado a melhor no primeiro set, 21-13, Brasil respondeu 21-19 e agora 3-2, Letónia.
Schmedins. Here comes Schmedins again. Ricardo, good hands in defence. Off the net in attack. And locks it up at 3-all.
Nesta altura, que final do Espinho na Active Bank.
Samalov's over the top. Guto lands it and takes the lead. And that's the talent to this young man. Schmedins couldn't get near in the end. Guto to serve, 4-3. Samalov's into Ricardo. Outer plate, 4 apiece.
Está a resposta da Letónia, 4-4. Samalov serviço, número 2, Letónia.
For all the score.
Estamos então na final do Espinho na Active Bank.
Having a word with the referee, Ricardo being asked to hurry up. Samalov's. Oh, into the net and down on the Latvian side, and he's fuming, absolutely fuming with himself. Ricardo with the gamesmanship to slow the game down. Samalov's affected by it. Is that justice? 5 apiece.
Ninguém escola no terceiro set. 5-5. Que ambiente este, uma salva de palmas para o público português!
Schmedins to serve once more. Finished 4th in the FIVB World Championships with Martin Plavins in 2011 in Rome. Samalov's with the dig. Here he comes with the attack from the right-hand side. And the response is audible from Samalov's. A good rivalry developing between these two teams this week. Schmedins that time puts too much on it. 6-6. Schmedins off the touch of Ricardo. 7-6.
A vantagem da Letónia.
And Samalov's now on the right-hand side. Guto, the touch from Schmedins. It's all tied up at 7 apiece. No one is giving an inch here in this gold medal match. We're going to go all the way. Or we go long as well. You can do, of course. You have to be too clear when it comes to the 15-point marker, otherwise we keep going until someone is. Ricardo got his hands to keep the ball alive. Guto was chasing the ball. Schmedins now left-handed with the serve. Very nearly kept it alive. Ricardo appreciative of the effort that Yanis Schmedins put in there. He wasn't claiming he had kept it up. Samalov's just responded as you would. 8-8. Guto. High ball toss, lovely serve. Ripping through. Samalov's sends it back with interest. That was an absolute rip snorter of a spike from Alexander Samalov's. Guto's serve was not slow in the slightest. Guto sends one down himself.
Aí está Guto a resolver para o Brasil. 9-9 no terceiro
9-9.
set. Lembro que a Letónia levou melhor no primeiro set por 21 direito de resposta do Brasil. 20-19. E agora, 9-9.
Ricardo aims for Schmedins. Guto, middle of the net. Samalovs keeps it live, gets back up and can come back with a point, but Guto's there. Schmedins. Oh, these are the points that make finals. Magical stuff from both teams. You have two fine partnerships at work here. And it really does take some exceptional athleticism to win points in this final. The Latvian pairing. 10-9 up now. Schmedins to serve. And the block from Samalovs. 11-9. Guto couldn't get away. Couldn't get any room at the net. And the right-left hand split. The left hand stayed straight. The right hand split off on the angle. Reading that Guto was going to try and cut it back in court from the right-hand side. Schmedins, 11-9. Guto. Schmedins. Ricardo blocks. Samalovs can keep it up. And then Ricardo sends it homeward. 11-10. Superb stuff from the veteran. 43 years of age. Anyone that says at 43 you're past it, meet Ricardo Santos. Ricardo, livid, turned to Guto, and he signalled the plate that he had called before Guto served, and Guto had not followed orders. And that was why the response came from Ricardo. They kicked the ball away in disgust. Schmedins at the net. It goes the Latvians' way. They're just 2 points from victory. Guto helped up by his partner. Timeout called. Well, the Brazilians have come so close to being the 22nd pair to come through qualifying and claim gold at an FIVB World Tour event. Ricardo, if it isn't to be that he's the oldest winner here in Espinho on the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour, the oldest ever on the tour this weekend, who's to say? He doesn't just set the record older and older. Start Switzerland next week. They'll go into qualifying again. Could they win a major? Brazil will come back from the timeout with a mountain to climb. Schmedins and Samilovs have fought hard this season to make it to a final. The 4th time of asking, they get to that final. And now they're just 2 points away from having gold hanging around their necks. Schmedins! Still, Guto and Ricardo stay in the game. Guto once more. Oh! What a point this is! Oh! Ricardo! Well, that was something else.
Final esta dos para aqui branco. 13-11. Batalha com 2 pontos de vantagem, mas a dupla do Brasil a responder.
11-13. Ricardo to serve. Guto probably happy he's not serving at this stage. The rotation bringing the older man to the line. Schmedins out. 12-13. The Latvians haven't won it yet. They change sides once more. Yanis Schmedins bellows at himself. Ricardo again. The crowd loving it. Samilovs into the net. And Ricardo just pats it back. Samilovs is going over to Brigbiti. Not sure what his question was. Ricardo gets the point. 13 apiece. The Portuguese crowd very much behind this Brazilian pairing. Timeout called. Still Ricardo arguing the point with Julian Bruxelles. Samilovs not happy at all.
Se a bola cair na entrada, quando ele for tocar na bola, você vai correr, dá o passo como fosse pro corredor e vai voltar para diagonal.
Ricardo and Guto come back with.
Eu acho que não vai passar.
Who's going to take it? The oldest man ever to win an FIVB competition. Is it about to become Ricardo Santos? Is Guto going to take first place for the 3rd time on the World Tour? Or is it a 10th victory for the Latvian pair ever? their first this season. Ricardo wants the plaudits, he wants the accolades, he wants the history, and he's now a point away from becoming the oldest player ever on the FIVB World Tour to claim gold. The 22nd team in history to come through qualifying to claim gold on the FIVB World Tour. Is it about to be Brazil's third gold of this season? It's match point, it's championship point. Ricardo still with the chance. Samalovs to bring it back equal. He does. Ricardo has something to say. He's not happy with Samalovs. Was it words? Was it afters? Seemed to be much going on illegal at the net. I think Samalovs turned and said something. It's 14 apiece. Guto. Oh, it's just in! Wow! Wowie! Guto, who's been on a hiding to nothing today, because whatever he did, Ricardo seemed to come up with an issue. Has just put the ball just in. Ricardo now on the sand, injured. Right foot, was it cramp? And Guto from nowhere pulls the spike of the week out. Match point again. Second time. Guto to serve. Samalovs to bring it back even. Guto, can he win it from here? No. Into the net it goes. 15 apiece. Change sides. Ricardo slowly getting back onto the right side. Guto tried too much from jumping away, cutting cross court. Not the tallest, 6'1". Beach volleyball terms, not particularly tall. Schmedins is the shorter man on the other side of the net at 6'3". Guto once more. He's got it as well. Just lands in for 16-15, a third match point. Ricardo will serve. To become the oldest player in FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour history. The serve was so high. It's on the line, it's still going. 16-16. Schmedins can serve. It's out. It's a fourth match point for Brazil. Guto has the words ringing in his ears like the stadium fans have the music blaring in theirs. Samalovs and Schmedins, can they retrieve from match point? Guto was unlucky. The fourth match point goes begging. Samalovs needs to put something together on the serve here. Ricardo digs. Guto into the block. Ricardo for once is the one doing the legwork. And then Schmedins is there with the point. Ricardo's in pain on the ground. There's concern on the face of Alexander Samalovs. It's a first match point going the way of the Latvians. They change sides. Ricardo is back up on his feet. Samalovs, match point for the first time this season. But it's in. The Brazilians are back to 18 apiece. Ricardo will serve again to try and bring up their 5th match point, 5th championship point. He takes a deep, deep breath. Samalovs goes for power this time. Schmedins sets back for Samalovs. Over the top, Guto diving. And then the placement, the youngster with the cool head makes it the 5th match point, the 5th championship point. Ricardo, every time there's a stoppage, he's on the sand hurt. He slows the game once more, taking his time. Ricardo for the championship to become the oldest player in the FIVB World Tour history. He can't do it again. They've had 5 in a row. 19. Schmedins, this is the most unbelievable finish to the Espinho Open. Now, Samalovs goes to broke himself. It's the 2nd Latvian match point now. Excitement is at 10 out of 10. The Portuguese crowd are silenced because I think they would rather see the Brazilians win it. Guto. 20 apiece. Guto took his chance. Schmedins, height, Guto, like a flailing goalkeeper in football. Can't keep the ball live. Now, 3, or the 3rd match point for the Latvian pair. We've had 8 overall now. 5 for the Brazilians, 3 for the Latvians. Is gold about to go here in Espinho? Yes, it is. Schmedins at the net. Guto is unlucky. It was his error in the end with the block of Yanis Schmedins that finished the match off. 22-20 the score. Schmedins and Samalovs have finally broken their duck in the 2017-18 World Tour season. What an unbelievable finish to that one. It has taken them 4 semi-finals to finally get to a final. And on the first time of asking that they do, Schmedins and Samalovs find gold for the 10th time in their history as a pair. They've been together for 5 seasons. Look at what it means. Alexander Samalovs, the 800 tour ranking points will jump them up to 5,200 overall. 21-13, 19-21, 22-20. In the end, the score, we will have the medal ceremony later on. Guto and Ricardo can take a lot of credit from this weekend. Ricardo may not be the oldest player to win in FIVB Tour history, but wow, did the Brazilian pairing come close. And we're just waiting for an interview with the winning pair, Yanis Schmedins and Alexander Samalovs are now down on the sand, and we'll hear from them in just a few seconds' time. Here we go.
What an amazing battle today.
Thank you. It was a great game. Woo, I'm so tired.
Are you proud?
Yes, because in this heat it was very tough to play, and I didn't feel well all day long. That's why it's double hard to play, and I'm glad we won. Yeah, I'm so happy.
Tell me about this crazy game.
They're a great team. Like, Ricardo is a legend. Ricardo is Ricardo. You don't need to introduce him if you know beach volleyball. And Guta was fighting in defense like, I don't know, like Superman. He was flying all around the court, touching every ball. They were covering, they were really fighting. And so we a little bit calmed down with 13-10, and we straight lose 4 points in a row. So against team like this, you have to all the time be focused 100% and fight for every ball. And then we come down, and then we had a little bit more luck.
Was a very important win.
Of course, we didn't win for a long time. That's why we want to win again and feel the gold medal. Yeah, and we are happy.
Okay, congratulations. Thank you.
Well, I think that's fair to say. Ricardo and Guto were a superb partnership today. In the end, they didn't quite have enough, but they will be back, no doubt. 2-1 to the Latvians. Šmedins and Samalovs back on top of the podium for the first time in a long time. The first time this season. 86 attacks to 74. 8 errors to 13. The Latvians less than the Brazilian pairing. 20 blocks apiece. Have your say on the gold medal game at FIVB Volleyball or hashtag FIVB here at the Espinho Open. It goes in the end to Latvia and Jānis Šmedins and Alexander Samalovs. A fantastic gold. Ricardo and Guto played their part in a final of the finest quality. 20-20 in the final set. Let's see how it was won. Well, a superb final secured in style. Samalovs and Šmedins taste gold again here on the FIVB World Tour. Goodbye for now. We'll see you in Gstaad.
Plano Nacional de Ética no Desporto, Sport, os comboios de Portugal, Mi Casa, AF Sports, as Águas Vitalis, Lidl, ao Hospital Santa Maria Porto, a Aventura Oficial Honda, aos Mega Partners, Antenum, a Rádio de Portugal e a Sport TV. E claro, essa grande produção, Fenadit. Não posso deixar de esquecer, claro, a grande equipa de arbitragem que esteve connosco ao longo destes 5 dias. E claro, a Federação Portuguesa de Volleyball.
We're just waiting now for the medal ceremony for the men's competition here in Espinho. And when the volunteers and officials and players return to the court, we will return with all the goings on from the medal ceremony as Latvia take the gold. Back with you very, very soon.
desta competição do Espinho Open Active Bank 2018. Aproveito para lembrar que a cerimónia de encerramento vai ser já a seguir. Convidamos a todos para se juntar aí na bancada central, ou então a bancada do meu lado, neste caso esquerdo, para verem tudo do final desta festa do Espinho Open Active Bank. Falta só os atletas então colocarem-se no lugar para a cerimónia final. Senhoras e senhores, bem-vindos à cerimónia de encerramento e entrega de prémios do Open Espinho 2018, masculinos apresentado pelo Active Bank, a etapa de 4 estrelas do Circuito Mundial de Voleiball de Praia da FIVB.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the closing and award ceremony of the Men's Beach Volleyball World Tour 4-Star 2018 Espinho Open, presented by Active Bank, that took place in Praia city of Espinho.
Well, the medal ceremony, there they are, the medals, gold, silver and bronze, about to get underway. FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour. Here in Espinho, 399th time that a men's tournament has taken place on the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour. It's 4-star open. Third in a row, Estrada, Warsaw, and here in Espinho. The volunteers, all boys and girls, and the scorers just filing out onto the stadium court currently. Great job they do.
And the referees.
And then the referees and the line judges. There seems to be a bit of a backlog at the moment, getting everyone in. There are the referees in the dark blue shirts, the line judges in the light blue. Weather just cooling slightly here as the sun gets covered lightly by a cloud. The surfers still enjoying themselves behind that main stand. And here come Toller and Vikla. Julius Toller, 21 years of age. Clemens Vikla there, 23. This German pairing, the first time they'd made it to the semi-finals. They lost that semi-final, however, they won the bronze. Their first medal on the FIVB World Tour as a pair. Congratulations to the German beach volleyball in fine health. Currently, second, Guto and Ricardo. The young and old of Brazilian beach volleyball. The star in the making in Guto. Such athleticism and flair. And as Samilov said in his post-game interview, like Superman, and that man is a bit of a Superman in beach volleyball. Three-time Olympic medalist, I should say. He's got the set gold, silver and bronze. Would have become the oldest player in history to win an FIVB beach volleyball gold, but it wasn't to be today. Schmedins and Samilovs stole it off him in the final, in 3. For the second time this week, they have seen off Guto and Ricardo Santos in 3 sets. 22-20 in the third set, though. It went to the Latvian pairing, their first gold of the season, their 10th in history. And the bronze medalists up onto the podium. Toller and Vikla, congratulations to them.
And in third place and bronze medal from Germany, Julius Toller, Clemens Vikla. The medals and trophies will be presented by Dr. Vicente Pinto, Vice President of Espinho City Hall, and Arnaldo Rocha, Latvian Volleyball Federation Director.
And the medals hanging around the necks of Julius Toller and Clemens Vikla for the first time. It means a lot to them. It means 640 tour ranking points. And a healthy check, $20,000 US. Of course, the world rankings will be updated after all this weekend's action across the world has taken place. All 3 of these teams' rankings will vastly improve. Second place, Ricardo Santos, Gustavo Albrecht Cavalas, or Guto, as he's known.
And in second place and silver medal from Brazil, Ricardo Santos and Gustavo Carvalhais. The medals and trophies will be presented
720 tour points for them. The silver medal around their necks for the first time as a partnership in their second competition. And who would go against them doing similar next week in the Gestad Major.
Supervisor da FIVB neste torneio, e a doutora Maria Amélia Vilas Boas, delegada de arbitragem da FIVB.
24,000 US dollars. The check is handed over to Guto and Ricardo.
Os campeões e medalha de ouro da Lituânia,
Schmedins and Samilovs. Yanis Schmedins, Alexander Samilovs take the gold. a position they became very, very used to over a long time. 2 times Latvian champions, Team of the Year 13, 14 and 16, FIVB Tour winners 2013, 14 and 2016 as well. World ranking of number 3 coming in this weekend, tied with Gavira and Herrera. Well, that will improve with 800 tour ranking points. The gold important to them though, because I think they were starting to wonder what they had to do to get beyond the semi-final stage on the FIVB World Tour this year. Well, finally, they've done it. They've got the gold, they've got the tour points, and they'll now receive a hefty check as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the national anthem of Latvia.
The Latvian national anthem as Jānis Šmedins and Alexander Samilovs take gold again on the FIVB World Tour. Congratulations to them. All 3 pairs of medalists worked superbly hard this week to finish on the podium. And the medals have been handed out in Espinho, and the next stop on the tour, Gstaad in Switzerland, and a major as we head towards the business end of the season. The World Tour finals, of course, will take place in Hamburg from the 15th to the 19th of August. Who will finish on top of the podium there? We wait to see. But the Espinho Open belongs to Šmedins and Samilovs of Latvia, and we congratulate them on a fantastic performance. From me, Dan Strange, I will say goodbye from the Espinho Open, and we'll see you again soon on the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour.
And this is the end of the men's 2018 Espinho Open, presented by Active Bank, organized in Praia da Bahia, city of Espinho in Portugal. Thank you very much for your presence, and a big applause to you all who made this event so special and successful. A special word of appreciation to the International Volleyball Federation, Espinho City Hall, all the sponsors and entities involved, as well as the media. See you next time.